This is The Roman Show.
My in-ring name is Blix, the tiniest terror in micro championship wrestling.
So tell me, how did you come up with your gimmick? Or your look?
Over years and years, the name was thrown out there. I took advantage of it. A couple years later, we added the makeup, then we added the trench coat, a couple of things here and there, and Blix turned into a dark horse gothic character.
Yeah, and especially right time for being that it's Halloween season in October, huh?
Of course, I'm scaring kids every night.
Now, is this also a take from Ozzy Osbourne, since you got kind of the long hair, the Prince of Darkness type of look?
Not really. It was just a thing I used to do in high school around Halloween. Was dress up in gothic makeup and dark clothes and scare people, and just transformed into the wrestling world.
And what got you into professional wrestling?
I first started out, a buddy of mine's brother was actually training, and I fell in love with the way the business was run, and here I am 17 years later.
What are some of the injuries you've had?
Oh my goodness, concussions, a broken back, a torn Achilles, 2 leg surgeries. The list goes on and on.
What keeps you going with all those injuries and medical bills?
Passion for the sport, and it's the best way I know to make money for my daughter.
My name is the biggest pimp in the game, Tokiko. I've been doing it for 7 years now.
And you're the champion?
Yes, sir.
So what got you into business?
Well, I boxed for a little while, and my man Johnny G said, I got wrestling coming up, come aboard. I tried out and I made the team.
What have been some of the difficulties for you in wrestling?
Some of them were the fact that we're small stature, so you get hurt real fast, you know, stuff like that.
So how do you overcome that?
Just keep pushing, keep going, never giving up. This is our dream.
And any guys that inspired you into professional wrestling to get into business?
Oh, Hulk Hogan, Macho Man, you know, the Road Warriors, all of them.
So you're the champ. How long do you think you're going to have a title reign for?
Till I retire, hopefully.
All right, Meatball. So, Meatball, you've been with the company for how long?
I've been with the company since they started, August of 2009, I believe.
And tell me about being a part of the reality show. How was that experience for you?
The reality show was a really big learning experience, and just to have Hulk Hogan watch you every night, it's like, whoa.
Did you guys learn a couple of techniques or training from Hulk Hogan? What did you learn from him?
Oh yeah, he was always giving, Hulk was always giving us pointers. Hey, why don't you try this, make it a little better.
Were you at first intimidated a little bit or nervous that you were around Hulk Hogan, such a big star that he is?
Oh, of course, because I grew up watching him since I was knee-high to the ground. Not much taller now, though.
And with the reality show experience, how about the cameras? Like, did you sometimes get nervous, or did you get used to it? Did you kind of just forgot that they were there?
You kind of block out the cameras and just focus on what you got to do.
Knowing that this business is pretty rough, especially when it comes to in the ring, what have been some of the difficulties for you that you've experienced in this business?
Well, landing on my knee a lot, which shouldn't happen. That's starting to go real bad. I've had my eardrum perforated. The guy wasn't watching where he was hitting me, popped me right in the eardrum. But you always walk around with bumps and bruises. Those you just suck it up and keep going forward.
And just like I asked one of your co-workers here, what keeps you going?
To make this the #1 midget company in the world, and we're there, but we want to go even higher.
And do you get offended when they use the midget word?
If I'm the one doing it, I'm the one saying it, I go to bed happy. Should I care if I offend people?
So what got you into business?
I grew up watching it, always wanted to do it. Said one day it's going to be me walking down it all the way.
And tell me some of the training that you guys go through compared to the big guys. Well, how is your training?
My training, I trained at the House of Pain Wrestling School in Canton, Ohio. Training, they started us from the ground up, you know, learned how to squat and everything. Before you got in the ring, learn how to run the ropes and learn how to bump and whatnot.
And when you train with the guys at House of Pain, there's some names that I could just escape my mind that were House of Pain, right? That you train with. Some of the guys that you were training with.
Some of the people I trained with House of Pain was Jessica Briggs, who's known as Havoc on TNA. Anthony Tarver, who was part of NXT. Let's see, Shark Boy was with TNA, and Velvet Sky, who was with TNA.
You still keep in touch with some of those guys?
I'm sorry?
You still keep in touch with some of those guys?
Two of them I did.
And then you guys meet up sometimes, just catch back with some of the training you guys used to when you used to sweat and bleed together?
Yeah.
Tell me about the touring too. Touring around the United States all over.
Touring around the United States, it'll put a lot of wear and tear on you. I mean, everyone, this is their family. You miss your home and everything, but you got to have the heart to come out here and do it. If you don't have the heart and love for the business, you ain't gonna be able to make it touring.
So, tell me some of the difficulties that you face traveling around the United States as a professional wrestler.
Sorry, what?
So, tell me some of the difficulties that you face being on the road. You miss your family, you miss your friends.
Well, I've only been in this company for a little over a week and a half now. I do miss my family, but I do love this company, so I'm glad I'm here.
And so you've been with the company a week and a half. Where did you train? How did you get started?
I grew up watching it, and I said I wanted to do this, and so finally I came out here, and I've been training with these guys and just busting my butt.
And tell me about as a group, do you guys come together, push each other so you can make each other better? Tell me about that.
Well, we're all like a family. We come together, we all talk to each other and help each other out.
My name's Kid Quick, fastest gun in the West.
And why the name?
Because I'm quick, I'm fast, and I fly.
And what got you started in professional wrestling?
What got me started, I watched it, and then I signed up for the tryouts. I came down, I put my heart into it, told them I wanted it, did everything I was supposed to do. Johnny G got me in.
And you've been training for how long now?
A little under a year.
And what have been some of your difficulties training?
My difficulties, basically elbow. I got a broken elbow, so I watched that, but no really difficulties.
And you've got a lot of tattoos. Can you explain some of these tattoos, what they mean, what inspired them to?
This tattoo right here says life is like a midget, so live it up. That means life is short. This tattoo, I just started putting it together, and it all came to piece. Got some on my back, some on this arm.
When as being a professional wrestler and being in this company, do you sometimes feel you have to do more than the big guys to impress the fans?
I put my mind to the top. Think I could do it. Anybody could do it. Or anybody can do it. I can do it. So I'm just as good as them. I can get to a point.
This is The Roman Show.